in that game back into this game and use what it's got to do some work.
Yeah, one of the things that can be a struggle for Sheik in this matchup is that you want to pressure shields, but you can't do it against Yoshi. Yoshi doesn't get shield poke, keeps you out frame 3 nair, and is a really good mobile character, so having the ability to kind of get around those combos might be a problem, but I think that Sugata will have a good job. If they got to play the game slow, let them overcommit and get those hits like so.
Right, so it's obviously like kind of autopilot sometimes for Sheik players to go in. You know, you're a rushdown character, you want to do it, but Yoshi has a bit of a wall that you have to break through sometimes, so you need to make sure that when you get these combos, you make them count, and then you kind of back off. You wait to see what the Yoshi's going to do, bait out some options.
Wait and see is a big way to do it with Yoshi, because you want to make sure you're figuring out where they're using their double jump and make sure you recognize, oh, this is the window where they're always letting go of their invincibility on that armor, so you can get the hits. But tech chases is another really good thing that Yoshis have too, and Sheik does like to play short hop distance and on the ground, so it's really easy to get those setups consistently.
Absolutely, so getting a little bit of leverage from the egg throw, obviously trying to keep Sugata at bay as best as he can. Now Gabe trying to force something out on the ledge, but Sugata pushing the envelope a little bit.
Yeah, those nairs going to keep out, but definitely looked like Sugata had a good idea trying to use Bouncing Fish a second ago, so let's see what happens here. Trying to read a jump with that fair is Gabe. What we get on the ledge shot, maybe trying to read a roll, tries to read the roll exactly as I was guessing with the forward smash, but unfortunately nothing ended up happening.
Right, and a lot of the things that you got to worry about against Yoshi for Sheik is the trades. You lose a lot of those trades just because Yoshi's got some long-lasting moves.
1,000 years of death. You decided to fly, I'm going to send you packing. And going for a Yoshi bomb with invincibility, sometimes it's an okay option. You have star bits, but the big thing is don't go too crazy. Tried to read the jump off, but instead the early bouncing fist actually worked well for Sugata.
Right, so a lot of people kind of, the same way that you kind of challenge flip kick from ZSS, you want to kind of throw something out. It's not super active until you really start, you know, activating the hitbox. So it's something you can use if you are able to pick up on that really quickly.
Yeah, you know, a lot of characters with things like Bouncing Fish or even that double jump, they try to skip this advantage a little bit too much for their own good, and that can end up costing them as the set goes. But Sugata actually doing an excellent job of holding this lead, not going too crazy with the hits. Get your single hits where you can. Nair finally finds a hit, but putting 60% on the board in that next stock was actually pretty solid.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously, dash attack coming in really clutch for Sugata, getting a lot of leverage off of that. Bouncing Fish here connects, gets him into an offstage situation. Double jump armor is going to make it a little bit harder for him to seal the deal.
Yeah, and then you saw the frame jump attempt there, try and go for the Bouncing Fish. Found the soft hit, a back air coming in as well, but the Sugata, again, keeping damage mitigation to a minimal. This is a character who's explosive. You got F tilts, you got up tilts. Combo game is really good for Yoshi. Gabe can't find it. The early up B gets him out of that, though.
Okay, but getting the down air just above ledge, and now can he do something here? No, Bouncing Fish gets him back into the neutral play, and now can we do something here? Again, Bouncing Fish getting stuffed out.
Yeah, now that's something that can happen, but the aggressive attempt at using the forward smash instead, you know, sometimes you get into this, like, blood happy mode where you're trying to find the kill. Going for it too much will net you punishes that you're not looking for. But Sugata, once again, really shutting down Gabe over and over, in a character who loves to swing.
Right, catching him on the platform as well. You know, there's not a lot of room for him to go as Yoshi on that platform. So, okay, getting something now.
I like the attempt from Gabe going deep off stage. You've been letting Sugata get away with that quite a bit. Almost got the forward smash there, but the hitbox coming in from the last bit of the vanish gets in. We're nearing drag down percent windows for Sheik too, so Gabe needs to figure it out fast.
Yeah, Gabe is kind of like rushing his game plan a little bit right now. He's getting punished. The down smash, I love it.
It's so Sugata is really showing, like, I am not just a TL, I got it too, but Gabe also, now I'm not just a commentator, I am a competitor. You still have an opportunity. You can find the forward air off stage, jab blocks, check chases, keeping the damage up. Unfortunately, didn't read the roll back in, so Sugata gets away.
Tried to cover a couple different options with that, but Sugata finds the answer, and the escape option gets him back to safety. Now, he's got to find the stock here. Obviously, Sheik sometimes has a difficulty killing. Sometimes it's something you got to worry about, especially as heavy as Yoshi is, you know?
Yeah, you want to, like, before the range starts to become a factor, you need to find another drag down setup again. But once it gets too out of range, straight dash attack is like, and back air is one of your few options. But Yoshi's heavy. You got to watch your jump. Decided to go low. Is Gabe rolls away. The Nair's going to push back in. Nerf, this is looking pretty bad. Sugata was controlling the entire game, and all of a sudden, Gabe got it back to even.
I know, a couple ships, he's just passing in the night, and now, obviously, the percent is racking up for Sugata. He's got to make a move now. 145 on part of Yoshi. Now, can he get out of the situation? He does not!
All right, that is game number one. Going to Gabe after being absolutely controlled the entire time. Sugata was able to keep things at pace, but you mentioned it before, and you got to allude to it every time. Sheik, once you get out of combo ranges, can struggle to kill, especially when you're forced to get a stray hit on someone as evasive as Yoshi and as heavy as Yoshi.
Yeah, with the drift that GabeOG was using so effectively, it's just weaving around the hitbox that Sheik's trying to throw out. It's so good for him to just kind of fade back in with good aerials and then pop him right up for a sharking situation. That's the golden situation you want.
And that's a matchup knowledge check moment there too, because as Sheik, that window is very tight. You're not going to get that double jump up air very free.
I see we got Yoshi's. You know what it is. It's the ZSS.
Oh, and we're going to see a switch over to Yoshi's as well. You see Gabe trying to hype him up over there, beating the chest, trying like, no, let's go. Let's get amped up. Let's do this. Now with the ZSS, we were talking about this at the start. Very good at keep away. Just throw out a lot of zairs, short hop fairs. It's a great way to jump check and also catch him sneaking above the ledge of the up smash. Oh!
Exactly. Okay, and playing above platform is a really big thing for Sugata. A crazy 0 to death coming out on game 2. Obviously, Sugata not out of this fight in any sense of the word.
Yeah, Sugata coming in clutch, immediately making sure that it was answered 0 to death off the rip. Took a couple extra steps to get it, but that gets in the head of Gabe, who just had an amazing first game, and you gave him a really good stage here on Yoshi's at home field advantage. Great combo stage, but we already know what ZSS can do on platforms.
ZSS got the ladders, you know, making Mario look a little salty, but it can do the work that you need against Yoshi.
Oh, you know what? I like that. Even if even if it hits the armor frame, you're still pushing him back to ledge. Keep that ledge trap going. Try to go for up B out of shield with the reversal too. Maybe try to mix up some DI. But at the moment, Gabe is just getting pressured out. Not even close to the same way as what we saw in the last game.
Oh my God, 3 stocks to 1. Sugata turning the momentum right on its head, pulling this right back, and now keeping it rolling, going for a good down air to keep things rising and the percents on the other side.
I like the mix up there too, because we saw nair pressure multiple times, and you try to bait out the nair, so you do the double jump afterwards, get them to move. But now Gabe starting to find some hits, trying to find a high recovery, maybe with a flip kick with that fair. But if you're like, if I'm Gabe, you better find an early edge guard after this stock goes away. Otherwise, to start thinking about game number 3, because things are getting a bit rough. Reads your dash again, but doesn't get the hit.
And the thing about ZSS is a lot of the moves very whiff punishable. You miss something really crucial like a grab, it could be devastating. But now Gabe fighting for his life off stage. Can he do something to get back? He does, resetting a bit, but no, oh God, the boost kick not gonna get the second time is the charm though.
Yo, I don't want to hear anybody else say ZSS sucks ever again. That whiffed into a tech chase. So up B.
We take those.
Yeah, we take those. Yeah, yo, as we would call that in the like Marvel days, the American reset. You get the hit, and it ended up converting into something afterwards anyways.
Yeah, I mean, I think the paralyzers, both the neutral B and the down smash, putting in loads of work for Sugata, really utilizing the tools that ZSS has to the mastery that he has with this character. You know, it just proves that he knows this character back and forth.
Yeah, quite literally, as the same thing as what's happening in this room. Gabe got smoked. Like that, it just happens sometimes, but Gabe had such a good comeback in game 1, and you know what? Everybody holds these L's sometimes. It's about how you rebound. Sugata played immaculately. So what you need to do next game is slow it down a bit, think about what happened. You have the FD layout now, which is what ZSS has never want. Even though you couldn't get the FD itself, you have earlier kill power off the sides too.
Right. If Sugata is not able to utilize the platforms when they are present as much as possible, this could be the GabeOG show if he's basically allowed to run wild.
Yeah, and you want to keep that consistency in your favor. You want to get the nice lead for ZSS to come to you, bait out those short hop fairs out of shield. You know that they're going to do it. And then try and get those whiff punish grabs like you were mentioning before. You need to get her when she overcommits to get those big hits.
Okay, now platform's leaving. What is the play here? Obviously, Sugata taking the chance to get Gabe off stage, but can he get the reverse? No, he cannot. So I think it's interesting now. Sugata looking like he's having to deal with more patience from Gabe.
I like the change up and reading the like that happened before. We tried to go for the jump read before, and Sugata didn't do it. He went to ledge. So that time recognizing, no, I know you're gonna do it again. Almost caught the forward smash. That down B definitely seemed like a bit of a scramble panic option. Like, you know, I think you're gonna press a button here, so let me see if I can win out.
For sure, for sure. So now Gabe holding shield a lot. This could be a potential for Sugata to pick up on that if he goes for any grabs. That might be a weakness that he can exploit. However, Gabe is getting that first stock and staying alive at 100% could be a good start for him.
That was really good for Sugata as well, but still just found the corner and Gabe gets the kill. You want to keep this pressure up now while you're at lower percents before you have to worry about, like, go for those grabs you were mentioning before, shielding a lot. That way, if you take a whiff punish, it's not nearly as bad as at the higher percents.
And of course, Yoshi has an incredible shield, like the best shield in the game because it does not get poked.
Yeah, it doesn't believe in the idea of actually having to get shield poked, and you have to bait them to move before you do anything, or solidify that your grab game is good. But as ZSS, you have to be super careful about when you do that. And now we're seeing a lot of damage start to slowly work its way in Gabe's favor. So it's still ZSS, you can never count this character out, but it sure looks like Gabe has figured something out here.
Right, and in the same way that Sugata was finding trouble killing with Sheik, now having the same difficulty with ZSS on this longer stage. The blast zones not helping him at all in this situation. Now, he's still trying to fish for a kill here.
Yeah, unfortunate. Tried to go for side B to instantly snap the ledge, but it was a little bit too far. Could have just jumped. It's one of those things, hindsight is 20/20. You got to hold on to that.
Yeah.
But now, with 182% and a whole stock to go, this is, okay, I can now swing a lot mode for Gabe. I have plenty to work with.
Right. He's like, I lose the stock? That's fine. I got 2 more. And I'm still getting extra credit the entire time. Finally get something here with the flip kick. It is going to take it, but can he continue this momentum swing and maybe bring this back to a victory for him?
Yeah, the big thing is, can Sugata, we saw just the attempt was there. Sugata's going to try and find the quick percents to get to about 40, then force him over to ledge, hopefully find that near flip kick or something to get this back to even. That's why you can never count this character out. But the way Gabe is playing now, okay, now I'm on second stack. I see you're starting to swing more.
Right.
I'm going to shield camp you again.
Right. Exactly. Going with what worked in the earlier part of this game, and now a lot of damage, though. This could be interesting, keeping Yoshi from landing.
Yeah, there's no jump. You tried to use the nair on the way down. I like the idea of what Sugata went for there, to go for the taser if an air dodge happened or something, but instead the hitbox came in.
Sugata has really improved his spacing so far. He's absolutely going as far as he possibly can to still connect with Gabe if he connects at all. So we'll see. Getting something on the platform? No, he does not catch the roll.
Yeah, super unfortunate that he didn't end up getting the hit off of like a tech chase there. Read the roll. Oh, that's a shield break.
Yeah,
we
he knows
saw
what
multiple attempts before. Yeah, you just got to put your head back. You got caught slipping a little bit.